If you think frogs are small, fragile, and harmless creatures, then you're about to have your entire idea of them shattered. Because this is no ordinary frog. This is a creature that dominates ponds, swallows snakes whole, and leaps like a missile. It's a predator that rules with patience, stealth, and an insatiable appetite. This is the American bullfrog, the giant amphibian that has conquered wetlands across the continent and beyond. Now, you might be wondering, it's just a frog, right? What's so special? Well, that's the thing. This animal is far from just a frog. It's one of nature's most effective, adaptive, and surprising predators. From the moment it hatches as a tiny tadpole, the bullfrog is on a relentless mission: survive at all costs. And it's not just about survival, it's about dominance. The American bullfrog is North America's largest true frog. Adults can grow up to 8 inches long, and some can weigh over a pound. That might not sound massive compared to a dog or a cat, but in the world of frogs, this is a giant. Its legs are muscular springs of raw power, capable of launching at more than 6 feet in a single jump. Imagine a human leaping across a basketball court in one bound. Its mouth is a cavernous trap lined with a sticky, lightning-fast tongue that can shoot out, grab prey, and pull it back in before the victim even knows what happened. But size is just the beginning. The bullfrog has an appetite that is almost unbelievable. While most frogs stick to insects and small invertebrates, the bullfrog has no such limits. If it fits in its mouth, it's on the menu. Birds, mice, snakes, fish, turtles, even other bullfrogs, nothing is safe. This is an apex predator in miniature, a master of ambush who will sit perfectly still for minutes or even hours, waiting for the exact moment to strike. And when it strikes, it's over in less than a second. One of the bullfrog's most fascinating abilities is its patience. In the quiet stillness of a summer pond, a bullfrog will find a perfect hiding spot, sometimes just under the water's surface, with only its eyes and nostrils showing. It will remain motionless, blending into the reeds and algae, letting the ripples fade away. Every part of its body is built for stealth. Its green and brown mottled skin is perfect camouflage, making it nearly invisible to both prey and predators. It doesn't need to chase. It lets its prey come closer, until, snap. That huge mouth opens, and the victim disappears. Now, here's something that might surprise you: the bullfrog isn't just a skilled hunter. It's also an expert survivor. In winter, when the ponds freeze over, bullfrogs don't migrate or die off. Instead, they bury themselves in the mud at the bottom of the pond, slowing their heart rate and breathing through their skin in a state called brumation, a sort of amphibian hibernation. They can survive months in near-freezing conditions without food, simply waiting for spring to arrive. And when it does, they emerge hungry, aggressive, and ready to reclaim their territory. Speaking of territory, bullfrogs are fiercely territorial creatures. The males, in particular, are known for their deep, resonating calls, a sound that can travel half a mile across the water. If you've ever heard the juggle-rum sound on a summer night near a lake, that's a bullfrog announcing its presence. These calls aren't just random noise, they're a combination of mating advertisement, territorial warning, and challenge to rival males. In fact, during the breeding season, male bullfrogs will physically wrestle with each other, using their strong legs to push and shove rivals out of their territory. And when the females arrive, the competition gets even more intense. A single dominant male might mate with several females, fertilizing thousands of eggs in a single season. The eggs hatch into tiny tadpoles, but here's the twist: these tadpoles can take up to 3 years to fully transform into adult frogs. During that time, they face constant danger from fish, birds, and other predators, including adult bullfrogs. Yes, bullfrogs will eat their own young if given the chance. It's this combination of size, strength, aggression, and adaptability that has allowed the bullfrog to spread far beyond its original range. Originally native to the eastern United States, the bullfrog has been introduced to the western states, Canada, Mexico, South America, Europe, and even Asia. In some of these places, it has become a serious invasive species, outcompeting native frogs and disrupting ecosystems. Its ability to eat almost anything and survive in a wide range of conditions makes it nearly impossible to control once it's established. But here's the question: why should we care about a giant frog? Well, the bullfrog is a perfect example of how a single species can impact an entire ecosystem. By preying on everything from insects to fish to birds, it influences the populations of countless other species. Invasive bullfrog populations can cause dramatic declines in native amphibians, which in turn affects the animals that depend on them, from snakes to herons to mammals. It's a chain reaction, and it all starts with this one powerful predator. Of course, not everything about bullfrogs is negative. In their native range, they're an important part of the ecosystem, keeping insect and rodent populations in check. They're also a source of fascination for scientists, who study their vocalizations, reproductive strategies, and physiology. And, for better or worse, they're even considered a delicacy in some cultures, with bullfrog legs served in restaurants across the world. But beyond their ecological role, bullfrogs have something else: charisma. There's something undeniably captivating about watching a bullfrog in action. Maybe it's the way they sit so still, perfectly camouflaged, before exploding into motion. Maybe it's their strange mix of awkwardness and power, clumsy on land, but graceful in the water. Or maybe it's the way their golden eyes seem to watch you, unblinking, as if sizing you up. Either way, once you've seen a bullfrog hunt, you never forget it. And the next time you hear that deep, booming call echo across the pond on a summer night, you'll know exactly who's out there, the pond's true apex predator. And here's the truth: the bullfrog story isn't just about a frog. It's about survival, adaptation, and the delicate balance of nature. It's about how one species can thrive against the odds, for better or worse. And it's a reminder that in nature, power doesn't always come in the biggest package. Sometimes it comes in the form of a frog, waiting silently in the reeds. So, the next time you're near a pond or a lake, take a moment to look closely. Watch for the ripples. Listen for the calls. And remember, somewhere out there, a bullfrog might be watching you, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. If you enjoyed exploring the world of the American bullfrog, and you want to discover more incredible creatures that share our planet, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more wild animal stories that will change the way you see nature forever.